Hello there, Libra. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your general reading. Thank you so much for being here today. These are timeless readings, so please trust that the universe has brought you here because there's something in today's card spread that is meant just for you. Whatever it is that you may be thinking about, whatever is weighing heavily in your heart or on your mind, trust that the universe has brought you here for a message. All right, here we go. Libra, let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. All right. We've got, wow, great. This is terrific. You've got the Nine of Cups. So with the Nine of Cups, you are in a state right now, or at least have the opportunity to gain emotional satisfaction. So you're happy. Things are kind of working well for you. Things are balancing out. And, you know, if you're making decisions, they're very fluid. They're not really, you know, you're not feeling stuck, in other words. So definitely well on your way towards wish fulfillment. I like that for you. Thank you. That's so great. All right, Judgment card. So everything that's gone on in the past that's really challenged you has really brought you to the point where you are now allowing yourself to become very spiritually awakened, spiritually connected. And when we are spiritually awakened and we are really kind of co-creating with spirit, kind of in synchrony with spirit, it seems as if life is just working so well for us, right? You know, it's like everything is just going so smoothly. That is the most wonderful feeling. And so when you have this point of spiritual awakening, co-creating with spirit, that's what I'm talking about right here, is that emotional satisfaction, that balance, that wish fulfillment. It's just, ooh, it's a well-oiled machine, and I love that. All right, so Two of Pentacles. So with the Two of Pentacles, of course, trying to create some sort of balance in your life, right? It's difficult, right? But that is what you desire, is to have balance in your life. There's a lot of ups and downs, of course, that happens for everyone. But more so in your case, you truly want to create that balance. You're the Libra, right? You're a Libra sign. And so that's what you want for yourself, trying to minimize the amounts of rockiness, right, in your life. And you're having to make some difficult choices on what to prioritize just because you've got a lot on your plate, and trying to, you know, create balance is difficult. Let go of the past. Whatever has happened in the past that has brought you to the place of despair, it's time for you to let go of that grief, the sadness that goes along with it, because it's almost like you have to let yourself just reconcile and come to terms with it, because the thing is you're never going to get this wine back, right? This wine has been spilled. There's no getting it back. Just like things have happened in your life, and, you know, maybe relationships have changed, or you are no longer working for the same company, your partnerships have changed. The thing about that is, like, sometimes they just, you know, it was meant to happen. And instead of, you know, focusing on what you have lost, it's time for you to focus on what continues to remain in your life, and then turn around, right? Turn around, see things from a different perspective, pick up these two opportunities, these two cups, and move along. Yeah, so big conflict, right? With the Five of Swords, this can be a really big conflict where it's kind of winning at all costs, right? It doesn't have to be, all right? It doesn't have to be that big. You can choose, remember, you choose your reality. You can choose to really engage to where, you know, it is very much win at all costs, to the point where the outcomes are so imbalanced, just like this guy here. You know, he has all the five swords and everybody else is walking away. It doesn't have to be like that, right? You can choose to compromise. You can choose to communicate better, show some compassion, so that way it's not such an imbalanced outcome. Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, definitely this is a time for you to allow yourself to receive that glow up, that transformation, where you are regaining your confidence, you're regaining your sense of self-worth, and you're really looking beyond the past, beyond all of the grief, and you're seeing that there's possibilities around you. I think deep down inside there's a part of you that truly wants to leave that state, you know, like leave that place of sadness. I mean, who wants to stay there, right? But now you're seeing the possibilities, and you're also understanding the power of the law of attraction, right? And you're really putting that to work, to use. So that's the thing. It's like the energy that you send out into the universe, the energy that you surround yourself with, that is the energy that you're going to attract into your life. So be mindful and be protective of the energy that you have around you. Page of Cups. Welcome in any new possibilities for love. You've got the 2 cups here. You've got the Page of Cups here. Again, you are, I don't see people really wanting to live in a state of grief all the time. I think that there's a part of you that is willing to see the other side, see that there is something better for you on the other side. And I think that you are getting a lot of opportunities, at least, to really begin to see things and have different feelings, right? Instead of being grief-stricken, you're opening your heart up and you're opening yourself up to the idea that there's something else out there for you, something that's going to fill up your cup, fill up your emotional cup. Yeah, so here you go. Again, another self-inflicted, self-limiting belief. This is you feeling as though you're trapped, like you cannot get out. The thing here is that you can get out. It's a choice. This is an illusion that you've created in your mind, that you are not a prisoner. This is all in your mind with the swords here. So it's your mind and your heart has imprisoned you into allowing you to stay in this place of sadness. So you're going to have to reconcile with this. And once you do, you're going to transform amazingly and become very enlightened as well. So with the Knight of Swords here, again, there's a part of you truly that wants to get out of this state. It's almost like there's this battle, right? There's this battle you're having to choose. It's like this or that. Do I want happiness or do I want to maintain this grief, right? And you're trying to pick and choose. And there's a part of you definitely that's going to charge ahead. You're going to confront your feelings, your thoughts, your self-limiting beliefs, and you're going to want to know some answers. The thing here, Libra, is that if someone has done you wrong, you may never get an answer as to why they did the thing that they did, right? You're just going to have to accept the fact that it happened and it's time to let go and it's time to move forward. Remember to make meaningful thought before acting, right? Think about the actions that you're about to commit before you do them, right? Think things through. Think how you use your words. Think about how you're communicating, because that can be very cutting and we don't want any more conflict. Yeah, so you've got a lot of energy here. Now you've got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So definitely you're moving with passion, speed of words, speed of thought, speed of motion. Make sure that you harness this energy because it can work against you. This is very powerful, forward-moving energy. Think before you act. Think before you speak, because I don't want any conflict for you. So another 2 here with the 2 of Wands, we've got you seeing that there are possibilities out there. There's something better out there for you, and you're willing to plan for it and strategize. Take some time to rest, recover, and reset. Going through grief, heartache, conflict, all of that, going through a big transformation to the point where you become spiritually awakened, that takes a big toll. So remember to rest, recover, reset, meditate, connect with the divine, really try to figure out what it is that you want, what wish do you want fulfilled for yourself, and how are you going to get there? Look at that. Look at the end of your reading here. You've got the 10 of Cups. So when you let go of all of the heartache, conflict, self-limiting beliefs, you manage how you act. You think before you act and before you speak, and you strategize and plan and allow yourself to be in alignment with universe. Look at what you've got in your life. You've got the 10 of Cups, which is absolute joy, harmony, and peace, balance in your life, balance in your personal life, your family life. That's gorgeous for you, Libra. That is really a good reading. It just shows you here where in the core of your reading, you are having to deal with a lot of emotions, a lot of mental things, that's really, your mind is your biggest weapon, but it can also be your biggest downfall, right? We become our own worst enemy if we allow it, right? So focus on this so that you can have this, right? All right, let's take a look. We've got Snake Spirit, time to heal. Absolutely. Let yourself rest, recover, and reset from all of this grief and self-limiting belief. There is always enough. Yeah, so there is always enough. If you feel as though you've lost something, whatever it is that you're going through right there, there's always enough. There's an opportunity out there for you. You just have to plan, strategize, and believe that you can have it. All right, let's do one more card here. Magic works through you. Absolutely. You have the power, Libra, to create your reality. You just have to take that that meaningful action. All right, I think you've got the energy. You've just got to make sure that you are sending out the correct intentions and you're acting on the correct intentions. All right, Libra, thank you so much for being here today. I love you. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.